Generic YouTube introduction. This video is going to be about Sumotex, which is a project on the IoTeX ecosystem, and it's a project that I really like. Honestly, I've got one, I think, maybe two of these NFTs. I'm not overly invested in this project, but I have got a little bit of investment because I like it. I might buy more in the future, who knows. So Sumotex as a project, in my opinion, is in its very early days. I think it's kind of split into two parts at the moment. It has the active part right now that you can contribute in. It's sort of a NFT investment DAO that has its own token, and they will buy assets, whether these are Metaverse assets or real world assets, with the tokens that people use to buy the NFTs, and then you own these assets through fractional ownership through the DAO. So when you own their NFTs, you own part of their investments. You can see it on the screen there. The other part of Sumotex, if you read the white paper a bit more, they have this plan in the future to sort of allow companies to fractionalize their assets through Sumotex, whether it's a real estate or business or a car, for example, or a machine or a piece of art, whatever it is, you could use the Sumotex ecosystem to fractionally split that, and then you could use the Sumotex marketplace to buy and sell and trade and all that other good stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing I think we'll look at is the Sumo Lab up here. So we click on the Sumo Lab, you can mint your potions, and you do need a machine fi to link with this. I think I have a blank wallet on this browser. Let me just link it quickly. Yeah. So if you have a machine fi NFT for 2000 IoTeX, I don't know how much that is, about £40. What used to be a lot more. You get one of these X potions, and then what you do, you fuse your X potion with your machine fi NFT. You keep your machine fi NFT, you don't lose it, but you lose your X potion, and then you get one of the Sumotex NFTs. That's the lab. Let's go back. Let's have a look at the DAO. Now this is sort of where you, there's no votes right now, but we can have a look at some of the rejected ones, but this is sort of how you decide what you're doing with the funds within the DAO. So the pool size right now is 6,000 spare. They've been trying to get some through, but you can see the only one in terms of voting on the DAO. Lots of stuff happened before this was released, from what I've heard when they bought the planets, etc. You can see got the right amount of votes, went through. So now the DAO owns a bunch of IoTeX that's being staked. So that's a little bit about the DAO and what you can do. Let's view. I haven't got NFTs. Any NFTs? If you had any NFTs in your wallet, we're not minting either. Let's go to the marketplace. Just have a look at what the going rate. I think you can pick them up pretty cheap right now. I think I would rather pick some up from here than mint new ones. At the moment, oh, there we go. See, you can pick them up relatively cheap. 1,750. I might try and pick up some of these soon. Get out of my stash. A few minor bugs that they need fixing. Now let's look at the team really quick. They've got quite a big team. They're all showing their NFTs as their picture, but you can go and view their LinkedIn profiles if you want. I did message in the Telegram. I got some responses from some people. Dexter was the only one I recognised, I think. The roadmap, I think this is a little off. Oh, that button doesn't work. So this white paper now seems to be owned about fractionalizing other NFTs through other assets through this project. So I'm not gonna, it's reasonably long, I'm not gonna read through it all. It's a lot about the Sumotex token, how it's split out, how it was distributed. There was an example further down. This gets kind of complicated, but there was an example I wanted to look at quickly before the end of this video. Of course, I will put links to all of this in the description as always, so you can come and read this through yourself. Where's that example? example, here we go. So let's say A, corporate individuals slash institution, wants to acquire a loan from the bank for a mortgage refinancing purpose. They have assets worth 200 million US dollars, but only requires 120 million US dollars. The standard bank process will take 3 to 6 months till he or she will get the loan with the chance of rejection. A, so this corporate individual here would then come on board the Sumotex chain, get approval and tokenizes their asset with a security trustee appointed by Sumotex, where A will pay, say, 15% example per annum. Individual A will then receive Sumotex coin worth $120 million and convert it to fiat for usage. Sumotex will issue 120,000 units of FST token worth $1 each for an investor to swap from Sumotex. Investors can exit at any point, selling its FST back to Sumotex, and there will be no lock-in period. If A decides to exit, they will have to buy back the token in order to exit. And if A did not execute his buyback on his monthly repayment, security trustee will take on responsibility in liquidating the assets and return capital to the investors. So that's where Sumotex comes in to write these contracts, and if you stake your asset on the chain and fractionalize it, then you don't own all of it, and that's where Sumotex comes in to sort that out. I think this is a cool example of how you can use crypto to come into the world. I think there's a bullish use case for this, if not a cool community to sort of chat ideas and bounce things around with. NFTs are still cheap. We're currently in a bear market, so I suggest checking this out if you're in the IoTeX ecosystem. This is a good little project to get involved in. And yeah, they're fun looking NFTs as well. So thank you all for watching. All the links in the description, and I'll see you next time.